Also got JayEss up in the place.
You're right.
Wagwan.
What's going on?
And also we've got Esther Williams, who writes some very, just profound words. I mean, you're now writing, and you have been writing for some time for Keep the Faith magazine, Esther.
Yeah.
And your latest piece, I read the title of it. It says, "Life is not a sprint; it's a marathon."
There you go.
My goodness. So, welcome to everybody.
Okay.
First of all, to Esther, tell us, you've been single now for just a little while.
I've been single for a while.
Just a little while. And is it by choice?
Of course not. I don't think so. Of course not. I think, every woman wants to get married and settle down and have a family.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not by choice, it's by purpose.
I know a lot of single ladies. I know a lot of single guys. Okay, and to all the single ladies out there, all the single ladies, I just could not resist that. I often ask this question, right, Esther?
Yeah.
How often do you get out? Because I've got this theory, right, that if you're not the type of person that gets out, the chances of you meeting somebody is going to be very, very slim.
Right.
All right. Man will not come knocking your door,
Never.
saying, I find you quite interesting and I want to marry you.
Yeah.
It won't happen. How often do you get out socially?
Well, I think for me, my life is quite unique. I'm a journalist and I'm an aid worker and I travel all over the world, for a living. And I also work for a Christian organisation, so my life is very networked. So I travel quite a lot. I go out quite a lot. My diary is fairly full. And I'm very focused on purpose, because I think that's important. So yes, I do get out a lot.
Okay, and you meet lots of interesting people.
I meet lots of amazing people, yes.
Oh, that's great to know. That is good. And JayEss,
Yeah.
single by choice?
That's not his problem.
Yeah, I'm single by choice.
Single by choice?
Yeah.
I thought so. Why?
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 Why did you think? Why did you think so?
Well, I kind of look at you. You know what it is. You're a recording artist, a Christian recording artist, and put Christian aside. Recording artists don't have a problem.
No.
Okay, when it comes to relationships, recording artists,
Okay.
they can pick and choose. Especially when you've had a level of success. You've put out a few albums, blah blah blah. Add to the fact that you're a Christian. Add to the fact that you're a man.
Easy on the
Add
eye.
to the fact that you're easy on the eye, and there's a shortage of good men. So we come back to the question. Why? What a guan!
No, I'm just remaining focused. I'm not trying to be sidetracked by anything. I'm allowing it to run its course, really.
Sisters, hold on a minute, sisters. Hear that voice? Hear that voice? Anyway, carry on.
When the time is right, it will fall in place.
When the time is right. How do you know when the time is right?
You don't.
It would just boom. It just drop.
It happens.
Bim bam boom.
It happens. It
Yes.
happens. I can't orchestrate it to move in that direction because the season might not be right. So I've got a purpose and I've got a task to do right now.
So here's the question for everybody. What do you find? What is the one thing, maybe one or two things, that you would want in a partner? And first of all, I'm going to ask that to Esther. No. Esther, grab that mic. Come on. What is the one or two things that you would want in somebody to the point where you say to yourself, I can't live without this person? What is it? What's it going to be?
I think it would be somebody that's my best friend,
Yes.
and I think it would be somebody that loves God.
Wow. Where have we heard that one before? And JayEss,
Sorry, what's the question again?
the question is,
I was in a mode.
can you bring it back here, please? What is the one or two things that you'd want about your ideal partner, the person that you eventually would want to spend the rest of your life? I'm talking about the rest of your life. Rest.
It's a long time,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I think what Esther said, my best friend,
Yeah, bestest.
she has to be my best friend.
Yeah.
And there has to be a special connection. can't describe the connection. Right.
What, the attraction? Is he talking attraction?
And Len and Karen, because it's been like 11 years, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what we're talking about? What's that one or two things that's kept you?
Ladies first.
Okay, well, the first thing for me, and it would have been prior to, similar to what these two young people have said, would be the love and commitment to God. Was very, very important to me. I know that can be really cliche,
Yeah.
but that was
Quite cheesy.
Yeah, but quite cheesy, but cheese is good. Especially in this case. So yeah, their love and commitment to good, and also their ability to look beyond my nonsense to see the sense. Because I recognise that I came with a lot of drama.
Len, what does she mean by that?
It simply means that when you know, the Bible talks about you find a wife, you find a good thing, but sometimes you have to do some excavating, you have to do some cultivating, you have to get in there and find the real gem, and sometimes just your support or your eye for her or your ear for her or your sense of be who you can be who you want to be, allows her to blossom, and then that makes her love you even more. So it's important that the partner is the kind of person that knows how to cultivate, especially if they're a bloke.
That takes time.
Absolutely.
That takes time.
Yeah.
So the advice would certainly be, maybe from where JayEss is coming from, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
That's
Don't rush.
right.
Don't rush into this
That's
thing, man.
right.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Because in order for you to be able to answer the question like, you should know that already. You know, because some women say, you should know that already about me. You should know that, you know, whatever it is. We don't know. Karen, we don't know. But women often say you should know.
You should know.
But what is it that you should know? Then what is it?
Wow, you should know that if you're a woman, you should know, this is from the little experience I've got, 11 years, you should know that I am developing, that I'm changing, that I'm evolving. And because you should know that there are going to come times when I'm not going to get it right, but there are times when I'm going to get it right. And you should be able to adjust and adapt with me to bring out the best that's in me. My number one thing was, yes, she must love God, but she must be the kind of person, and in saying that, she must be the person that could speak into my life when I'm losing focus, when I'm losing sight of who I am.
So in other words, encourage you as well.
Encouragement, very much so.
Because it sweetens labour.
Oh, Christ. I always tell my wife that. I definitely. It's the number one thing there.
JayEss, am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
When somebody encourages you, you just want to, you feel like you can conquer the
Yes,
world.
you do.
Telling you.
You really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. Esther, this is true. When you encourage a man, okay? When you encourage a man, they feel like they can go out and slay dragons.
This is why it's good for the women to speak into the man's life rather than bring him down. You know?
Absolutely,
Yes.
JayEss.
It's
Go
important,
ahead,
isn't
JayEss.
it?
Yeah.
You know, I'm listening to what you're saying, and sometimes when we get into those realms of bringing down, usually these things happen over time. Okay, because when we start out, okay, we just had a couple getting married in November.
Ooh.
All right, engaged to be married.
Come on.
Do you remember that?
Remember those days?
Yeah. And everything's sweet and light. But then over 11 years,
Yeah.
12, 15, 20, 22 years, things can get a bit abrasive. Yeah? And, you know, you're not so careful in the words that you choose to use to one another sometimes.
True, but you've got to still keep those things that we talk in our marriage coaching system. What we do is talk about routines. Even as a couple, or not all routines are bad. You've got to set some stuff in there that works, stuff that you come back to all the time. So, for example, if it's just her and me time, even when the noise is going on and the complaining and the friction as you describe, you still got to keep those things constant that are constant. I.e., I love the way my wife walks, and I will always go back and say, boy, I'm telling you, I don't even feel like going to work. So I am a kind of guy that will keep that consistent in the face of an argument.
Yes.
Are you with me?
I
You've got to
understand.
keep certain things that are important.
Karen,
even in the fight.
you know he likes the way you walk, right?
I do, yes.
You know. Do you ham it up?
Yeah.
Listen, Listen, when we come back after the break, we're real here, we're real. When we come back after the break, we're going to be talking about dating.
You weren't there, did you?
I really forgot about you.
2103. I do love this song. It's called Incredible, and I'm sure it's talking about the love of our Father. Well, in itself is really just incredible, really. So there you go. Premier Gospel, we are Music for Life. It's nearly a quarter to the hour of 12. We're running out of time too quickly. I just don't know. But we've still got to talk about dating. Dating when as a married couple, dating as singles. Jay, I know you're tweeting, man, and that's cool. So you carry on tweeting if you want to.
He's the tweet king.
Been on many dates as a single Christian? Been on many dates?
I've been on one date.
One date?
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was 2010.
Gee.
I'm shocked. No, you see, I'm
Hey, I'm
shocked.
not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at
Jay,
you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Jay, I'm not laughing.
I'm not even thinking
I
that's
don't
you.
know. I don't know.
That's not
I
JayEss.
don't know. That must take like. You're really a
That's
strong
proper.
brother, you know.
That's proper.
You're
That's
strong.
proper.
Because like I'd want to date a little bit more than that. I think so. Knowing the person that I
But
am.
what does he mean by dating, though? Maybe we got this.
No, when you ask a young lady out
Yeah.
and you go out.
Officially.
You go out on a date.
Yeah.
You've done that
Yeah.
once.
Properly, I'm interested in you, you're interested in me, let's go out. Yeah. Wow.
I've done it once.
Wow.
Oh.
And
I love that.
Was it a good experience?
Very good.
Very good.
That was good. It was good.
It was good, but not that good that you'd want to do it again.
Too good that I don't want to do it again.
I mean, yeah. It just didn't work out.
It just didn't work out, but it was cool still.
It was really good. Yeah.
Okay, and Esther,
Yeah,
have you been on many dates?
I've been on quite a few.
Right, come up to the mic.
Well, there you go.
When
Go
was the last time? If you don't mind me asking, and you can refuse to answer if you want to answer. When was the last time you went on a date?
Maybe about 7 months ago.
About 7 months ago.
Yeah,
Good experience?
very good experience.
What did you do?
We went for coffee,
Ah, just for a coffee, yeah.
just for a coffee.
And did you get to know the
And we
person
talked.
well during
Yeah.
that time?
It was great.
Okay, cool. And
I've been on blind dates as well.
you've been on blind dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
interesting. Was it one of those concept type of blind date issues, or was it? How did it happen? That's the best way I could ask the question.
When I have a very amazing pastor
Yes.
who wants all of his people to be married and experience the joy in marriage that he has.
Uh-huh.
And he introduced me to somebody that was single in church.
Right.
And we went out. Yeah, we went out for coffee.
And was the first time that you met that person?
Yeah.
Was that on the date?
Yes.
So that was the part that made it blind.
Yes.
Well, the first time I met him was when my pastor introduced me to him
Right.
in my pastor's office.
Right. So that was before the actual date.
Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't totally blind.
Well, I never knew him, hey. So,
Okay.
blind
I hear
enough.
what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
yeah.
And did you get to share? Did you get to find out more about the person, much more than you knew before?
Well, I didn't know that. We're talking about the
On the
blind
date.
date.
On the date.
On the date. Well, I never knew that person in the first place. It wasn't like the 7 months ago
Yeah.
experience. So, yeah, I got to know them.
And they got to know you.
They got
You
to know a
spoke
little
about
bit,
yourself
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And now
But it didn't work out.
it didn't work.
But I think that the message here is that I think we should be open to how we meet people. You know,
I see.
You know, we can't. I know people that would never do that.
Yeah,
Never
because
go
as
in
soon
the
as you said
introduction.
blind date, the
Yeah.
reaction from Len and Karen
we
was
were
like,
excited for her, to be honest with
yeah,
you, because I think
and
that's very
and
creative.
JayEss's reaction, I remember it well. It's not
And
that
the
long
thing
ago.
is, the thing is, your
So,
friends,
yeah.
your pastor, your friends,
Uh-huh.
They all know
they
someone.
know you.
Of course they do.
It's like Asian culture.
Allow your friends to help
You know, if your friends know you, they know what you like, what they don't
So
like. So I think it works.
would I be right in saying that your pastor thought this person might, knowing that who you are, maybe this person might be the person that he could see you with?
I don't know, because I never sat down and had that conversation, so I wouldn't want to kind of
Okay, so
analyse that.
all right, so you're not that close with your pastor that he knows you to say, you know what, Johnny and Esther might hit it off here.
I think that my pastor has a discerning heart, and I think that I have a discerning heart. So I have never really analysed it like that, to be honest.
Interesting
I
thought
have
then,
a
right?
good relationship with my pastor.
I'd
so,
say blowing my own trumpet.
Yeah.
Talking
It's a
about,
good thing to do.
we're talking about dating just for a split second, okay? Karen and Len, you've been married now for 11 years. Still go out dating? Obviously,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
do, right?
Oh,
Yes, we do.
definitely.
We do.
I
Got
kind
date
of knew
nights.
that one.
We have date
You
nights.
had date.
We have
You
to
We
have
have
have to
date
have
night.
date nights.
And when is date night? Is it a specific
Usually
day?
on
Or
a
can it be
Thursday.
any time?
No, yeah, we choose a time and we do it. However, we got Tuesdays that we definitely take time out, and I call it my what's on your mind time. Down a cafe, down a restaurant, down a hotel. Karen, just tell me what's on your heart, what's on your mind. That's just time for her to share, or while I'm having my bacon and egg, and she's telling me what's
You know
going
what?
on.
You know what? I totally love the
I
fact
enjoy
that,
my breakfast while she talks.
I totally love the fact that you do that. I totally love the fact that you do that, and the reason why is because we are in a society that is completely crazy. Whether you're single or not, we're so busy that most of the time we don't make time even for ourselves, much less having relationships with
yeah.
our partners,
Kids.
with our families, with our friends. You know, it can get real crazy. All right, so to have a concept like that in place where you can do that, where you can just say, you know, we're going to take time out, is just brilliant.
But our kids push us to it as well.
Because you guys have got busy ministry,
Oh
right?
God, yeah. And businesses, ministry, businesses,
And children.
and children. 5 of them in the household.
You have 5?
5 children
And
in the
I
household.
didn't
And you
get invited to play
invited
the
to none of it.
I didn't get invited to play it. It's been such a pleasure speaking to the 4 of you today. It really has. I felt like I've learned a whole lot. And if I had it to do it all over again, I think I could take a little bit of what each of you have said and just, you know.
Can I say one?
Yeah, of course you
I
can.
just wanted to say, if people are listening and you are kind of in your 30s or in your 40s and you are single, you know, God promises us perfect peace. He doesn't promise us perfect circumstances. So it's really important to just focus on purpose, to be busy, to serve in the house, and fill your life with passion and purpose. And God will, you know, everything will come together. He makes all things good in His time. And I just wanted to say
Absolutely.
that.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Very good.
Listen, continue to write. You're an excellent writer.
Thank
I always
you.
enjoy your pieces and keep
Keep the faith.
keep the faith. JayEss, keep making music. You're about to bring out something in a couple of weeks or so, right? Tell us
Yes,
about
a
that.
new mixtape is going to be out April 1st. It's entitled Good Friday Mixtape Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Come on.
look out for that. That's going to be coming to an airwave near you. Yeah. And Len and Karen, you guys are getting ready to dare to dream,
again.
aren't
Yes,
you?
Yeah.
March the 3rd, 2012, Dare to Dream, our annual celebration of women in International Women's Month.
Yes.
Men are more than welcome to bring the women in their lives, and they can visit our website, lenandkarenallen.com, for all the information. And we have Bishop T.D. Dakes' daughter as our international guest, so we're really excited this year.
She's single.
No, she's
No,
married
she's
with
married.
2 children.
Oh, never
To a
mind,
big
sorry.
American footballer.
Anyway, to all of our guests on the program today, plus our Word Floature guests as well. Thank you everybody for being
Thanks for
part
having
of
us.
our
Thank you for
show
having
today.
us.
We look forward to next week, Saturday morning, where we will be speaking to Marette Brown. Blah! Everybody. So,
Yay.
yeah, some of you are excited, some of you don't even know anything about it.
I know,
Anyway.
she's great.
Yeah, she is great.
She's great.
And on the 3rd of March, we'll be speaking to Pastor Beverly Crawford as well. Some good
Hey,
interviews lined up.
good.
25th
Beverly
25th
Crawford.
of this month, we're
Alright.
speaking to Coco
All-timer.
Dupre.
Classic.
So, guys,
Google
thank you
it.
so much. It just leaves me to say, have a wonderful day. Coming up next, we've got I Worship, and after that, it's Nikki with some great gospel selection.